This is Chicago's very own WGN Midday News.
But first in lunch break, Moroccan-style cod with a spicy vinaigrette and salad. In today's lunch break, Mon Ami Gabi is celebrating its 18th anniversary. Michael Bartocletti is the executive chef at Mon Ami Gabi in Lincoln Park, and you have a big Bastille Day celebration.
Yes.
And what is going on with that? I know you've got some specials with the food and the wines.
Yep, so Bastille Day is the French Independence Day, so we're doing our Moroccan cod. Moroccan, most people don't think of as French cuisine, but it has a lot of French influence. And during the summer, you know, it's lighter flavors than normal French food, so it goes great with, you know, the rosé and the other wines we brought today.
Wonderful. And you've got some wines to show us, to give us a little wine lesson here and some of the pairings. You're beginning with the soup, though. That looks spectacular.
It's a fennel soup with grapefruit and a grapefruit oil, so very light, you know, when it's 90 degrees outside here in Chicago. That's
right, and it has been hot this week, you know, for sure. All right, so let's go with the cod and start with, you know, how you began. Just a little seasoning on there, I can see.
Yeah, the skin is on the cod. I just dusted it with salt, pepper, and a little bit of sumac, which has got a little more citrusy flavors.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so we have that in the pan with a little bit of oil. Skin side first. You want to make sure it's dry so it doesn't stick to the pan.
What kind of oil are you using?
Just olive oil.
Olive oil, okay.
Just a nonstick pan would help for most at-home cooks instead of using regular steel pans.
Right.
And then I have the salad here, which is just the baby kale, baby spinach. We have some oven roasted carrots and some golden raisins that we just pumped in water. You can plump in anything like orange juice. You can even use the wines just to give it more flavor.
So you soak them in
Yeah, you just rehydrate them.
Okay.
So they're not as chewy. They're a little more juicy.
Oh, what a great idea.
Yeah.
Because raisins can tend to, you know, get stuck in your teeth when you're eating them. Oh, that's spectacular. Okay, so then you brought some of the wines to tell us all about here. I know the rosé, I know, is the one that most people know about, but it's really becoming sort of the hot wine now, especially in the summer.
You know, it's a patio pounder. A lot of people sit outside when it's hot outside, and it's easily drinkable, and it's not as heavy as some of these other wines we have here.
Okay, so tell us about this one.
That is, all these wines are under $25, and they're all Beaujolais from the southeastern part of France, along with the cheese. That is going to be, I believe, $15. We serve that at Mon Ami. Very light and crisp. A lot of hints of like fruit. So it's great with things that are a little bit, with the sriracha vinaigrette we're doing, it's very light and refreshing, so you don't get that overpowering of the bigger grapes and bigger flavor.
But it's not sugary sweet. Some of these can tend to be really sweet, especially on the less expensive side. And this one still has a nice bold flavor, but also has that
Crispness.
sweetness.
It's like apples, and you know, you get that from that.
Oh, it's lovely.
And then this is going to be the bigger bodied wine.
Okay.
This is the Melon Vent. It's also a Beaujolais. This is going to be your bigger bodied, fuller flavor, but it's also got a nice palate. It's not as heavy. You can serve this chilled as well. 60 degrees. It was good on this. That's going to be $25 a bottle. That's our more expensive
really,
one.
room temperature, that's just that's
room
lovely.
temp is fine.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, some great choices here. People can look those back up again.
Yes.
In the meantime, our fish, are we going to turn that baby over?
We're going to let this go. So when skin side fish, watch the oil, it's popping a little bit. You mostly want to cook it on the skin side because it can take a lot of heat, and you want a crispy skin. You don't want it to be too soggy.
Right, okay.
So you're going to cook it like 80% of the way on the back of the fish, and then just finish it on the front because ideally it's already cooked like 70% through. So I'm going to go ahead and dress our salad, which a sriracha vinaigrette. It's just champagne vinegar, lemon zest, lemon juice, a little bit of sriracha.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we have
so it's got a little kick to it, you know, and then you combine that with the carrots and the raisins, which have the sweetness.
And then the fish is also going to add to some of the flavor as well. It'll cut through the sriracha.
Now, I know that you do cooking classes. The current one is sold out, but they will continue if people look them up. So you can learn how to make these really gourmet meals, and you kind of deconstruct them. So people, I mean, French cooking can tend to be a little intimidating for people, I think.
Right, you know, it's very simple. I think, like you said, people get a little, what's the word I'm looking for? They get a little intimidated by it. But it's, I mean, you can look at the salad and see how simple it is. I mean, a lot of these ingredients you can get from your local farmer's market, which is great right now. It gets people outside, and all this is from local farmers, even the carrots.
Oh, that's wonderful. It gets you eating healthier, and you kind of know exactly where you're getting everything.
Yes, and you can substitute, you know, whatever you want for this stuff.
And when you talk about that idea of cooking as being something that's a passion, I was interested in reading your bio that you were an international business major and then decided to, okay, I'm just going to completely switch gears.
Right. I switched over to culinary because I couldn't sit behind a desk all day. It's just something that, working with my hands and being more involved than just staring at a computer screen really didn't interest me. So I started cooking in St. Louis and then moved to Chicago to work at Next, and now I'm with Lettuce, working at Mon Ami.
Well, we're so happy you are here. What a great recipe you made us today. A wonderful celebration planned for Bastille Day, which is on July 14th through Wednesday, July 20th. There's going to be a celebration the whole time. If you want to learn more about the wines we mentioned today, you can go to monamigabi.com. We're also going to post this again on the website so you can kind of see the differences. You can see those labels when you're looking for them. I think it's a little easier. We'll have a recipe and we'll have a link to Mon Ami Gabi at WGNTV.com/midday. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.